I know this all may seem like a giant mess, but rest assured there's a very easy way to clean all of this up. Aliens. Aliens cleaned up Earth after Steve Guttenberg blew it up with his nuclear robot. And it hilariously scared the hell out of some old people. But plenty of people were still very mad at Steve over the whole nuclear holocaust thing, so it was best he lay low and mostly spend time on boats, sailing around with rich people.
Well, all in all, that was a pretty damn crappy day at sea, wasn't it, boys?
You stink.
Still, I wouldn't drink the water. Lots of radiation and three-eyed fish remaining. Every good boating business needs a tagline.
Just get your ass off my boat, man. Just get your ass off my boat. You believe?
And thus Steve mostly just sailed the ocean alone. Well, out to sea by himself, he did build himself a machine that could check in on other Steve Guttenberg timelines, hence why Roxanne from Zeus and Roxanne shows up for a cameo from that timeline. Although there is one person who has forgiven Steve for his mistakes, it's the Ali Sheedy of this movie.
That feels nice.
That part of his foot is the one part of his body that still has radiation poisoning. And naturally, one of these timelines still features a cameo by Clint Howard. Clint Howard exists in every single one of my own timelines, so why not this one? Between the robots and the mushroom clouds, at least they can finally go all the way on this date. You know, a lot of people pissed in that water, plus it may have just a tiny bit of radiation in it. I remember when every girl in the 80s had this poster on their wall. They're playing a little game called Marco Marco. It's when you say Marco a couple of times and then you bang. Steve is still an expert with words.
Well, I hope you're not gonna take your skin off, because I really like skin on a woman.
That may seem weird, but remember, he's speaking from experience. Oh, and yes, there is definitely some radiation in this water. This is a mixture of being very turned on and very scared that he's gonna get his dick burnt off. Steve shouldn't be acting so scared. After the nuclear holocaust, this is also what it looks like when he ejaculates. That's reminiscent of everyone from my generation when we first jerked off to a Skinamax movie.
If this is foreplay, I'm a dead man.
A building saved you from a mushroom cloud. You'll be fine. I suppose it's time we check in on Steve's parents. Yep, just as I figured, they won a dance competition. Largely since Steve has been taking care of them with his robot royalties. It's almost time for a Guttenberg family reunion, but the visitors insist on taking Steve back to his home planet, even though he's only from Brooklyn.
May the Force be with you!
Also, he's Han Solo in this timeline. His family decided to leave as they're going to a planet starving for people who hold up grocery store lines with 50 coupons. With Steve now left to his own devices and all the people gone who remember that he blew up the Earth, it's now safe for him to become a cop again.